And welcome back to Talk of the Town. The phone lines are open. Judge Muriel Robinson is here to answer your legal questions, and we appreciate it when you come. Thanks so much. I know
Great
the folks
to be here.
do appreciate your help. We're going to start out with our first caller, who is Steve. Hi, Steve. You are on the air. What's your question for Judge Robinson?
Yes, ma'am. I was recently diagnosed with a spot on my lung that could possibly be cancerous. I'm not sure yet. When I went to my PCP this year, he noticed it on an X-ray. He got out my previous X-rays from 2012 and saw it there, but never mentioned anything about it being cancerous at that time or a spot or anything to be worried about. I was wondering if I had any kind of a case malpractice suit with this case.
It depends on how this is going to play out. Now, there's a statute of limitations where you'd have to file suit, or you'd have to determine whether or not you had an action a year from discovering this information. But it's a legal situation here, and you need to go to a medical malpractice attorney that would know and could advise you on this. Now, it seems like that you don't know yet whether you're going to have any further things. Sometimes the spot may appear and it might go away and then it'll come back. There's been instances like that. But if you're really serious about thinking that it was there and you should have been told back then and you now know it, you need to get in touch with a medical malpractice attorney right away, because you've got a statute that's going to start running.
All right, Steve, good luck to you. I hope that helps. Hi, Janine, you are on the air. You might want to turn down your TV and you can ask your question right now to Judge Muriel Robinson.
Yes, I was wondering, when you own real estate with a family member and one of the parties passes away, what is the legal steps? What do you need to do at that point?
Well, the deed to that property controls, and so there's a lot of factors here. If the title was never transferred from the original owner to the two that own it now, which means you probably inherited it, and so it's going to show that from the recorded deed whether there's an estate or not. You might have to open an estate to show that it passed through this estate and that you were a legal heir. But if somebody has passed away and you've got an interest, you need to go to an estate attorney who will tell you how that interest vests down as to the situation to you. And between husband and wife now, usually they own property by tenants by the entirety and with right of survivorship. There's some deeds like that are created for a survivorship with people that aren't married or just people that own property together, but that's by special contract, which you have to check your deed to see if it was drawn that way. So you need a real estate attorney, and you need to get there fast before somebody comes in. But if your name's on the deed, you're fine. You've got an interest still. If that person that is deceased had children, then they're probably going to step in the stead, and he or she may have a last will and testament that divests that property or not. So you need to go to the right lawyer. There again, the other one was malpractice. This isn't a real estate attorney, so
you need to seek
you need to go there.
All right, thanks for calling, Janine. Hi, Jean, what's your question today?
She may have a last will and testament.
You do need to turn down your TV, okay, Jean?
Or not. So you need to go to the right lawyer. There again, the other
Jean, we got a delay on the TV. Can you turn that down, please?
You can't go there. All right, thanks for calling, Janine. Hi, Jean, what's your question today?
Are you hearing us, Jean?
Hi.
Hi,
can you
go
hear
ahead.
Me?
Yes, I can. You're on the air live.
Good morning. Thank you for taking my call. Sure. I had a marital dissolution in 2012, and I wondered if it's possible to go back and refile if I have since found out about infidelity or financial shenanigans.
Well, if the final decree hadn't been entered and you haven't had a hearing on that, you could file a motion to set aside that agreement because it has not been approved by the court yet. But you must bring that to the court's attention right away and ask the court to set it aside because of new information that you've discovered. Now, if you're thinking fault, if you found out misdeeds that you didn't know about that really just makes you mad, it may give you grounds for divorce. Sometimes that does not affect the property division unless it's very egregious. So go to your divorce lawyer. You need to go to a good divorce lawyer for this.
All right, Judge Robinson, thanks so much for being with us today.
Okay,
we
thank
appreciate
you.
it. If you didn't get through today, Judge Robinson is here on the third Tuesday of every month, and we appreciate it.